Good morning. I'm Peggy Henson, council member for the 11th District, and also a friend of CASA, which you're going to learn about today. Also with me, I have Melinda Milburn Jamison, who is the director of CASA, and Chris Ford, who is the commissioner of social services. And we're going to tell you about a fabulous event coming up. This is actually my third year of actually being Superwoman. So I'm going to turn it over to Melinda and let her tell you a little bit about this year's 5K run event, and it's a great event for all members of the family.
Thank
Melinda?
you. Thank you, Councilmember Henson, Commissioner Ford, for being here today. We are so excited for this year's CASA Superhero Run. And as Councilmember Henson said, we are with CASA of Lexington. That stands for Court Appointed Special Advocates. And what we do is we use trained and supervised volunteers here in our community. They are our advocates, and they are matched to child abuse, child neglect victims, and they work with the children, and then they provide a report with recommendations to the court system to help the judges make an informed decision. It's a very vital and important function in our community. We are an unduplicated service, and Kentucky is one of 8 states with no state funding for the program, so we really rely on individual donations and our fundraisers. And so one of our fundraisers is the CASA Superhero Run. And this year it's going to be September 12th, right here at the Kentucky Horse Park. We are thrilled to offer a 1K for children 12 and under, where all children will receive their very own superhero cape. And all children will also receive a medal. It doesn't matter how far they're able to make it on the course. And there is a 5K. And like you said, Councilmember Henson, it's for everyone. We take walkers, runners, joggers, whatever you might call yourself. And it's super fun because along the course there are 300 figurines. Last year we had $16,000 of donated prizes from the community. And then afterwards there's a festival. And you know quite a bit about the festival, I believe. But there's face painting, crafts, games, inflatables, and all of that's free. So it is a perfect day for families.
I guess the whole idea behind this is that all kids need heroes, someone to look up to. But the CASA kids need superheroes.
And you
correct?
have nailed it. That is our theme. All kids need heroes. Abused kids need superheroes. So we invite you to come out and be a superhero for abused and neglected children. And 100% of all funds from registration for this event go straight to providing advocates for children in our community. Last year here in Lexington, there were unfortunately 1,262 children that had substantiated cases of abuse or neglect. We were able to provide an advocate to 284 children. The goal is to be able to provide a CASA advocate to all children that need one. And so by participating in the Superhero Run, you can help us make sure that every child receives an advocate.
And you have a new location this year.
We do have a new location. We're thrilled to be at the Kentucky Horse Park. We'll have access to All Tech Arena, which is just behind us here, for restrooms for families. We have a huge area to have the festival and provide snacks. We have Dean's Foods coming out, providing chocolate milk. Raising Cane's will be here. Frojo's frozen yogurt. We'll have a variety of things for family members. And again, we only ask that you register for the 1K or the 5K. There is no additional fee. But to take part in that festival, participants will need their race bib on from one of the races.
Okay.
Well, Councilmember Henson, and I want to thank you and Melinda for allowing me to be here. I know when during my time on council, Councilmember Henson and I work really closely on issues of youth development and protection, and we very much applaud what CASA of Lexington is doing. Melinda, I'm very impressed in learning your affiliation with our Division of Youth Services, your offices being in the Red Mile Place campus of facilities in the 11th District, Councilmember Henson's district.
That's right. That's right.
Talk a little bit about the role of a CASA volunteer, and then also I want to applaud not only those who serve as CASA volunteers, but those that are going to come out to your event in September. It demonstrates community support.
You're right. We're all in this together. It strengthens our community by having stronger youth. And unfortunately, the children that we work with are the worst of the worst. They've experienced extreme abuse because we're only able to serve 1 in 4 right now due to our funding and our staff numbers. And so it's really an opportunity for individuals that may not be able to commit the time to be an advocate to come out and do their part. I think everybody has a role to play, whether that's becoming an advocate, being a foster parent, donating to CASA, or taking place in the superhero run, or just sharing with your neighbor how big of an issue this is. So it is an opportunity to play your part, come out, be part of this community, very important feature of our community, as well as have a good time with the family. But our advocates, that was a great question, what role they play. They have to be 21 years of age. They undergo various background checks, and then they complete a 30-hour training course at our office. There is no cost to the advocate. We absorb all of those costs. Once they go through that training, they get sworn in by one of our family court judges, and they take an oath of confidentiality. It is confidential work they're doing. And they meet with the child or the children that they're assigned to. We keep children together in family sets. They visit them at least once a month, and they gather all information. They are court appointed, so they receive school records, medical records, counseling records, drug testing records, if that's the case with the biological parents. They compile all that information into a court report, and at the end they make recommendations on what should happen to that child or children. Our goal is reunification with biological parents when that's a safe option for the children. But this report goes to the judge and all parties involved to help the judge make a more informed decision. And that's why CASA exists, because the judges don't come off of the bench and get to go and meet these children. So as you can imagine, if you have children of your own or have been around children, it's very difficult to make life-changing decisions when you've never met a child and don't get to experience them. And that's the beauty of CASA. We use volunteers that are advocates to go out and do this very important work, and it makes it very cost efficient. So we're able to serve a lot of children with a little bit of money.
And now, I know, Melinda, that this is an extremely fun event.
Yes.
And the superhero theme takes the seriousness out, in a way, just for a day.
Right.
Because what you deal with on a daily basis is a very serious issue in our community. Our children are so important and need to be protected. And I know that you go above and beyond the requirements of your job to make this a very successful program in our community.
And you've hit the nail on the head. We really want everybody to have a great time. So whether it's one of the children we serve that has experienced unfortunate things, they're offered the capability to come out to this event free of charge. They blend in like anybody else and get to have a blast for a day. But also for families, it's a great opportunity at a low cost to come out and get some exercise, get healthy, enjoy the day together, not have to pay additional fee for food, games, crafts. Pay one fee, help children in your community, and have a fantastic day with your entire family. We want everybody to not only enjoy their families, whatever family looks like for them, but their community as well.
And now, give us the date and the time.
September 12th. The 1K will kick off at 8:30 a.m. The 5K will start at 9 a.m. right here at the Kentucky Horse Park. And you can register at www.lexsuperherorun.com. Currently, it is $15 for the 1K and $25 for the 5K. For all Lexington Fayette Urban County government employees, you will receive a $25 Speedway gas card for participating.
Melinda, congratulations to you and your staff again. I was just thinking, we all, Councilmember Henson in her career, have experience in working in a nonprofit. And, you know, the work of a nonprofit such as CASA, the daily challenges can almost seem never ending. But I again applaud you guys for taking time. This is
That's
important.
right.
This is important to put on an event such as this, to bring folks out, as Councilmember Henson mentioned, to have fun. It's important to have fun because I know that you and your staff enjoy your work. What impact does an event like this do for the morale of your volunteers, those on your board, and
Yeah.
staff members?
That's a great question. It's a great opportunity for board members to be able to see the children we serve in a positive setting, really kicking back, sort of stepping away from the things they experience on a day-to-day basis, as well as our advocates. You know, they are in court, they are seeing tough things that's hard to process. So there is a component of stress relief involved,
Right.
a component of happiness and
Right.
just sheer joy. And I hope that our community members feel the same way and they come out and want to return again next year. There is an opportunity for folks to create a fundraising page, and 100% of that money goes straight to advocacy for abused and neglected children. Raising Cane's has
great.
stepped up, and somebody that raises at least $100 this year will go home with free Raising Cane's for an entire year. So our community has really gotten behind this. We've got a lot of wonderful partners. We have a fantastic presenting partner, our sponsor, Bluegrass Family Orthodontics, and we're really just thrilled to bring everybody together to offer a great day for the kids, for family members, and like I said, an opportunity to go out, get a little exercise, and get healthy.
Good, thank you. And I guess I want to thank you, Melinda, from one superhero to another, and Commissioner Ford, for being here and for learning about this extremely important event, a fundraising event, but also a celebration of success in an excellent program. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.